This smells good all the time. Get out of there. And before this, two nice potatoes. It's time to plate this. Jambalaya. You all seen me cook this before. Not today. Today we're going to make the homemade version. You'll want to stick around because this is going to be some good stuff right here. So me and Shannon were at the Cheesecake Factory the other day, and they had a menu item that was very intriguing to me. And there's not many menu items that intrigue me anymore because we've eat out so much in our life. So this menu item was jambalaya, hash, and eggs. So it's basically jambalaya on fried potatoes with a couple of fried eggs on top. I got it. I liked it. So hey, I'm gonna show you my take on that very same dish right here, right now. All right guys, let's go over this ingredient list while we're waiting on the cast iron to get warm there. So we've got 14 ounces of andouille sausage, pound and a half of chicken fillets well trimmed. We've got about 6 red potatoes diced up. These are washed in cold water and dried off really well to get them good and crispy. We've got green bell pepper, red bell pepper, fresh jalapeno, and celery. That's a half a cup each of those. We've got our white onion, 1 cup of that. We've got 2 tablespoons of garlic. Back over here, we've got our homemade Creole. We've got thyme and oregano. We've got our fresh eggs. If you look right back here, you'll see crushed tomatoes, Hot Rotell. That's how I like to do my jambalaya. We've got our long grain rice, white rice. Low sodium chicken broth, want to control that sodium. And we've got avocado oil, love our avocado oil. And as always, there's the cast iron, a couple of tablespoons, let that warm up over medium heat. Let's get this thing going. We got the chicken and the sausage in the pan. Let's take a look at this real quick. Notice I put all that in there together. And also I put about a tablespoon or so of my Cajun seasoning in there. You hear me say this all the time, to season in layers. So let's give this right here a good stir. And we just want to cook this till we get some color on it. Once we get some color on that, we're going to pull all this out. And then we're going to move on to the vegetables. Man, I wish you all could be here to smell this. This smells good. We got this chicken and sausage about where we want it. Let me step out of the steam, that's hot. There's a little bit less sausage and chicken because I eat some of it. I can't help it. When I'm cooking this stuff, it smells good. I gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. It just tastes too good. All right, so we've got our chicken and sausage in a bowl. Come in here and take a look real quick. Still got medium heat. If you look at that real quick, that right there is what we want it to look like. That's the fond. We talk about all the time, in goes, and I've been telling you all the incorrect terms. Mirepoix is the French term for bell pepper, onion, and carrots. What we're using is the Holy Trinity. That's what the Cajuns use, which is bell pepper, onion, and celery. But I like to add some jalapenos because I like jalapenos. We're going to add that Hot Rotell. So again, bell pepper, half a cup of each. We got 1 cup of onion, 2 tablespoons of garlic, and we got about a half a cup of that celery. If you need to, you can always put a little bit more oil back in this right here. If it looks a little bit too dry, as the vegetables start to release the moisture, it's going to pull all that flavor up off the pan, which is different than most of the recipes that I've seen to make jambalaya. This is just the way I like to cook things. So let's get this cooked right here. We've been going about a couple, 2 or 3 minutes. I just want to show you, and I say this stuff over and over. If you'll look, the bottom of that pan is clean. We've released enough juice out of these vegetables, the holy trinity as we call it, to pull all that good flavor off the bottom. So, important tip, always do that. Real quick, we're going to go in, before this is all the way cooked, with about a tablespoon each of dried oregano and dried thyme and another layer of flavor. I'm going to put that Cajun seasoning in there. Let's get this mixed up real good. Go a few more minutes. We're going to cook a total of maybe about 8 or 10 minutes with this. Doesn't have to be as much as the red beans and rice. Alright, so we're ready to put everything else in. Let's go ahead and get our Hot Rotell in. That's before we get done everything in. 1 can of that Hot Rotell. We're going to go about half of this, about 14 or so ounces. Right there. You got to taste it, it's good stuff. Give this a good stir. And that got, sorry about that, had to wipe everything off. I just made a big mess on me again. I'm notorious for doing that in the kitchen. But that's all right. This is going to be good. Give that a good stir. And then we're going to go ahead and go in 2 cups of rice. We're going to take 4 cups chicken stock. 2-to-1 ratio with rice. Read it on the bag. It's pretty simple. It's not complicated. Generally 2-to-1. Give that a little bit of a stir. Then we're going to go in with all this sausage. Watch me make another mess. Mix all that together real good. Hold on just a second. Alright, I'm back. Alex, you remember what this is?
Yeah.
What is it?
The redneck lid.
That's right. We're going to let this simmer just a little bit over medium heat. Again, it's just like cooking rice. So we're going to get the potatoes cooking, clean a little bit of the kitchen up. I'll see you all here shortly. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. So just a quick note, I turned the heat up to high just to get some heat in this. I'm going to turn it back down to about 6, about medium heat. Be sure as you're bringing this up to a boil that you're scraping the bottom of this, because that rice will tend to stick, and I cook way more than what I need to cook for my family. I cook enough for about 4 families. So we're just going to give this a good quick stir right here, make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom, and check these potatoes out. Hear that? That right there is the sound. Those cooking now, we want those nice and crispy, because so put this together, that's going to be one of the key things. Good crispy potatoes with this jambalaya. It's going to be good. 10-minute update. Cook that jambalaya. Boy, I tell you, Zatarans ain't got nothing on that. Those potatoes, I'll try not to get you over here. You're going to get steamed up. Getting a little bit of color on those, that's good. We're close, guys. We're close. Still got to get the egg fried up. We're going to finish this jambalaya. I actually had to add about another cup or so of water. If it looks like it's getting dry and the rice isn't done, just put a little more water in it. Just roll with it. That's what I do. You can always season a little more if you need to. We're going to get these couple of cackleberries cooked up and get this plated up. We'll show you what it looks like here in about 10 more minutes. Looky there. 2 nice, fresh out of chicken's butt cackleberries. Good crispy potatoes. Look at those. Be careful, I'll knock that off the stove. Put in that big pot of jambalaya. Rest just a little bit. It's time to plate this up. This is, you're gonna have to want it. You'll make this. This is something you're gonna make this weekend. I can feel it. This is something you just gotta make. When you see it, you gotta have it. You seen me cook it, you saw the steps, you saw the ingredients. Take a look at this now. Let's get in here and take a bite of this. Oh, look at that. Y'all like your eggs runny? Leave a comment down below. I like mine somewhat runny. A little bit of that egg. A little bit of that sausage, a little bit of potato. This is gonna be hot. I ain't even gonna get that queued up. I gotta swallow it and get another bite of that. That's good stuff right there. There you have it. Cheesecake Factory, jambalaya, hash and eggs. It's my version and it's better. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.